Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction to Oregairu. It is episode 6, and you know what to do. If you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the circumflex dot parts with real dots, and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, this episode was a very silent one from me, I guess. But there are some things that rocked my boat that I realized. So I picked this picture here especially for a reason. Because it seems to me like we learned a lot about Yuki in this episode. Not much of it out in the open, but very much in hidden and speaking signs, you know, in her actions, in what she does and how she does it. So let's see what this is about. We have this scene here where she tested this dress with a cat on it. By the way, her book looks very much alike, and I guess that's why he stood in the end in front of the book and realized it looks like the same. So she put that one on because she liked it in general, I guess, and it's more about what she likes. She says she cannot really, she doesn't know how other people think and what they like. And Hikki stated that, how was it? When it is for Yui, if she shouldn't take something that is more fit to a lower IQ or something like that. You know, it was a bit mean comment to say. But by saying it, he admitted the fact that Yuki herself is clever, that she has a high IQ, you know? So for her, it was a praise. And her reaction was a bit like that as well, because she said, I cannot really argue with that. That's mean, but I cannot argue here. So she bought one for Yui, and then she bought that one. And I'm pretty sure she bought it for herself. So we know what she kind of likes to wear. She got a praise from Hikki without him really realizing, as often when he does stuff. She went out on a date with him. Don't tell me it didn't happen. They did. She may have acted as though it was to buy stuff for Yui, and that might have been her original intention. But in the end, the two of them were out in a shopping mall together, spending time together in their free time. It is a proper date. It was not intended to be one. It was weird without any question, and both of them acted as though it wasn't, but in the end it was. So that's one thing here. They even met Nissan, so the sister of Yuki, and he was able to see through her very instantly, it seems. You know, outer shell is not fitting to who she is on the inside, so she's putting an act of being always nice and polite. And by stating that he saw through her and she's not perfect, he got even more points with Yuki. So he scored big time this time, and he didn't even realize it. He, in my opinion, made a lot of points towards Yuki when it comes to being more than is on the outside. So she already knew, I think, that Hikki is more than just the grumpy guy. But this time he could prove it to her, and it is even more important and even more real because he could prove it to her without wanting to prove it. That's the thing. He just was himself there. That was nice. It was really good. I don't know if the date that they chose to be the birthday of Yui really is her birthday, because she did not really react to it like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it would be something like the date when she bought her dog, as example, or anything like that, you know? So not sure if that is fitting. We learned about Yuki that she is afraid of dogs. That is interesting as well. And I mentioned it already in the end of the episode. It feels to me like Yui herself, the girl, would not feel so good with the relationship of Hikki and Yuki. Although that is one that I kind of see and would like to see in the future. But I ask myself if Yui is kind of touched by one or maybe even both of them. That she wants to have whatever kind of a relationship with them. I don't know with whom. I think she likes them both in very different or maybe even very same ways. I don't know. But it felt as though, I mean, she was happy for them in this moment. It was like, yeah, you, it's cool. You both have a partner. That's a good thing. They are both very loner people. But then it felt like she was not overly happy and she did not really want to hear more about it. So, like, I don't know. It seems like there is this strange triangle going on between those three. And I don't really know where this is heading. We will see. We had the teacher in for with her typical ways, so that was cool. We had the moment in the end of the episode that was very important where Hikki once again said that rescuing the dog was not on purpose and was not made to create like a sense of guilt, which I mean we all know. You normally don't do stuff like that on thinking what's in it for you. He acted out of instincts. So, and in this moment, without question, he heard Yui again with the statement. But the good thing is that Yuki was in the room to kind of translate for him. Or not to translate, but to educate both of them about what that means now. That doesn't have to mean go away. That doesn't have to mean you stop interacting with me. Sure, he stated by saying so that he thinks her being nice, Yui being nice, is just out of guilt. And she stated, finally she stated it, it wasn't. It was not out of guilt. It was a mix of things, you know. And I would say it is not guilt. It is more like you've shown a different side of you. And that's a side I would like to know more about. And that's a side which I have seen, Yui. And I now know that you are not only a loner. You are a good person on the inside. If you just let it out. So, as Yuki stated, you can take it as an end here. Because Hikki ended it there. And you can start new. You can start from zero. And it is not about that one situation anymore. It's the end of the beginning. And it's a new beginning at the same time. Very cleverly put. I like that a lot. So that's a good one. So we have the three together again. That's what this episode was about. Getting the three back in the boat. And learning a bit more about, mainly about Yuki. Interestingly enough. And we have met Sable, the dog. And the fact that he will possibly, will run away all the time because Yui is not able to hold a leash. I mean, she's always pressing the button all the time. So, a good episode. A very silent one in the beginning. And as I said, most of the content or a lot of the content that is in it about relationship, about the characters, is very hidden. It's not on the surface. So you really have to watch and listen closely to understand what is going on beyond the lines of what they say. It's how they say it and in the reaction of others to realize that we learn a lot more about a relationship. The fact that Yui was kind of having a hard time asking Hikki to go on a fake date. And everything tells me that there is more. And I see that there's an option for a relationship forming. And as I said before, I'm not completely sure what kind of a relationship it is that we are heading to. Because with Yui on board and clearly liked by Yuki as well, that will be a weird thing. But we will see. So, that's it from me this time. I hope you liked. I did for sure. It was a nice episode. So, until the next time, my name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. And out.